How to sign into root account by default on Windows Subsystem for Linux Bash terminal. Windows 10's anniversary update just came out and I immediately installed the Windows Subsystem for Linux to see how it fares. I found only one major shortcoming so far: there was no obvious way to use the root account as the default. I know it goes against a lot of best practices and whatnot, but I personally don't like having to remember to type sudo in front of most commands. This can get especially annoying when I open a text file for editing with nano only to discover I have to abandon my changes because I didn't use sudo. Is there any way to make the terminal start as root by default?
The command to set the default Linux user is different in different versions of Windows. For versions of WSL up to the full Creators Update, run the following command in an elevated Windows command prompt. For installations after the full Creators Update, the command is: substitute the distro's X name for distro in the command above. So, if you're running Ubuntu, the command would be for OpenSUSE, and for SUSE Linux Enterprise Server, the command is. Again, all of these commands are performed from an elevated Windows command prompt. Note: the examples above are for the root user. You may specify any other existing username in place of root.
In a command prompt with elevated permissions, run the command xrun/set default user root. Xrun is a tool for performing administrative operations on the LX subsystem.
Try my way if someone still needed. My computer. Windows 10 WinBer, 21H1 19043, Subsystem, Ubuntu 18.04 LTS. Open registry editor with shortcut key, Windows +R. Type, regedit and enter. Go to this path, key_current_user/software/Microsoft/Windows/current version/LXSS. And find the distribution name you are using. Ubuntu 18.04 is mine. Modify this name default to its set value equals 0, then click OK button to save. Then log off and log in to reset registry. Open your bash shell and enjoy it. 0 is the root user's id. You can check by running this command /etc/password and find root user.
Use. I tried the solutions mentioned above, but somehow I always end up with the user login rather than root.